Assalamu alaikum, dear students. This is your teacher Umara Shaheen. I hope and pray that all of you find. Dear students, our today's topic is image formation. I am sure you all are familiar with the different components of human eye structure, and you're also familiar with their function. Today we will see that how those components are involved in image formation. Let's go through the learning outcome first. Our today's learning outcome is state the functions of component of eye in producing a focused image of a near and distant objects on retina. Before going into the details of today's topic, first we need to understand two terms. The first one is integration. Now look at this diagram, dear students. When we see an image, so initially a very small size diminished and inverted image is formed on retina. Then the optic nerves over here, they carry this information to the brain. Then the visual center of the brain will interpret this image. So initially the image you will see is inverted and diminished. Then the visual center, which is the part of brain that that interprets the nerve impulse which is carried from the optic nerves, the visual center will interpret this information and you will be able to see a magnified upright image. This property is called integration. There's another property as well, that is accommodation. It is the focusing or accommodation is the ability of the eye lens to form a sharp image of objects from different distances. What is meant by different distances? It means either we are seeing an object which is close by, or we are looking at the object which is far away. Like if we are reading at the book, so we are looking at close objects, while if we are looking at the moon or we are looking at the aeroplane passing by, so it means we are looking at a distant object. Now first we will see that how images form, or how do we see. These are the different components of the horizontal eye view, and you all are familiar with these components. You are able to identify these components. Now we can see that how these different components help us to see different objects. The first thing is, initially when we are looking at the object, then there are light rays which are coming from the object. Those light rays will have to enter the eye and ultimately they have to fall on retina. But before the light rays fall on retina, they have to pass through cornea and aqueous and vitreous humors. First, your light rays, they are refracted. What is meant by refracted? Refraction means bending. The light rays are refracted through the cornea, then they pass through the aqueous humor. After passing through aqueous humor, the light rays will pass through the lens. This over here is lens, and once the light will pass through lens, it will be focused onto retina, where the image is formed, and this information is carried through the nerve impulse by optic nerve to the visual center of the brain. Now what is the second step? The lens will cause further refraction. Once the light will pass through cornea and aqueous humor, that it will pass through lens, which will cause further refraction or bending of light, so that the light rays can be converged onto the retina. Now here we have the third step. Once the image is formed on the retina, it will stimulate the rods and cone cells. Once the rod and cone cells are stimulated, the nerve impulse, it is carried to the visual center of the brain for the integration, for magnifying the image, for interpreting the image, so that we can see an upright and magnified image. Now moving on to focusing on a distant object. This means that what happens to different components of eye when we are looking at a distant object. The first thing that you need to understand is ciliary muscles. The second component which is involved is suspensory ligament, and the third component is lens. So when we are looking at the distant object, usually the parallel light rays are coming. Parallel light rays are coming from a distant object. This light rays, they will be refracted by cornea, then through the aqueous humor. Once the light rays pass through the aqueous humor, then your ciliary muscles over here, they will relax. When your ciliary muscles will relax, see here you can see these are the ciliary muscles. This is the magnified image of this portion. The ciliary muscle is relaxed, suspensory ligament is taut or tight, and the lens will be thin, and as a result the light rays will be refracted onto the retina where image is formed. So this is how you see when you're looking at different objects. Your ciliary muscles are involved, they will be relaxed, your suspensory ligament will be tight, and lens will be thin. Now we will see that how we can how we see the image when we are looking at the close object. Like if we are reading a book, then what happens that the light rays which are coming, they are not parallel. If you're looking at a close object, the parallel light rays are not there. The light rays will come and first they will pass through cornea, then they will pass through aqueous humor. After that, if you're looking at a close object, then the ciliary muscle will contract. When the ciliary muscle contract, the suspensory ligament, they will relax. As a result, the lens will become more convex or thick. Okay? Lens will become thick. When lens will become thick, so light rays can be converged through the lens to the retina. As a result, image is formed. By the ability of accommodation, your lens will be able to adjust its shape with the help of ciliary muscles and suspensory ligament, so that image can be formed on retina, and then optic nerves will carry information to the visual center, and your through the property of integration you will be able to see the upright magnified image. Here is a hint to remember. The hint is CCC. This is how I tell my student to remember this, that when we are looking at close object, the ciliary muscles will contract. So this will be opposite for distant object. When we are looking at distant object, the ciliary muscle will relax. So you can memorize this lesson through this small hint. Thank you beta, this is all from today's lecture. I hope you will understand the concept. Go through the videos twice, and if you have any queries then you can ask. Allah Hafiz.